Come, climb aboard my Woody on your mark, get set. This ride might get you extremely wet. Inside, outside, soaking wet. Surf's up, baby, hang on to a pillar. Cause this thing's big enough to swallow Godzilla. Here it comes, here it comes. Tsunami, come on, let's get a little wet. Getting over your head, yeah. Tsunami, said it's the latest craze. Tsunami, oh, here it comes again. Tsunami, oh, tsunami, do the tidal wave.
Okay, wait, I think I got the hang of this now. It's all about the balance. You ready? Wipe out.
Wasn't even in my plan. A week in the sun and some fun in the sand. I was really only passing.
And now, coming to you live from the Chocolate Bar Studios, Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou.
I like the steel drums played with the steel guitar. I go to honky tonks and to tiki bars. I like girls in bikinis and wearing tight blue jeans. I like the fiddle played with marimba thrown in and the conga drum beat behind the mandolin. I was raised in the country but still love the sound of the sea. I wear a cowboy hat with my bathing suit. I'm just a country boy who likes to sit under a palm tree. I'm not all mixed up, I just like my music. Tropical country.
Oh yeah, it's another Wednesday night, means it's Hump Day! Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou right here on Tiki Man Radio. We are coming to you live from the Chocolate Bar Studios here in beautiful Harrison Bay, overlooking the majestic Chickamauga. And of course, our show is brought to you by JBL Legends Travel. JBL Legends Travel, they are your hookup when planning your next getaway. Just remember, they are one call away from anywhere. Give them a call at 732-831-5200. And of course, Goaltending Services. Goaltending Services is the premier charter service in Key West. When you're looking to get out on the water when you're down in the Keys, give Goaltending Services a call. You can get a hold of them at 305-916-0990. And of course, Remnant Stew Podcast. Remnant Stew Podcast is that podcast that dives into the bizarre and anything kind of off the wall that you may be interested in. You may hear about it right there on Remnant Stew, and they are available wherever you listen to podcasts. We're coming to you live here on Tiki Man Radio, tikimanradio.com, and also on the Tiki Man Radio YouTube channel, courtesy of MFG Records Tropical Live Cam. So, of course, my partner in crime, Lower Lou's in the house.
Hey, everybody. How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing great.
I see you got your green on for St. Patty's Eve.
I do. It says, I don't need luck. I'm a grandma.
Oh.
I know. just for little man up there in Ohio and little girls and little boys. And,
yeah.
We're up to 6 now. Is that right?
Yeah. Number 6. Number
That's right.
6. So how's your week been other than that? And I know we have literally not talked at all.
No,
She
we
ignores
really
me.
haven't.
She ignores me at home.
I've been busy on the computer doing commercials and videos and different things like that. So no, whenever I do that, I kind of zone in. I don't pay much attention.
Yes, of course. Whenever we are on our musical breaks there, the video that pops up, Laura Lou's been working. She worked hard on that one. She's been working hard on another one that she's in the process of producing. She's a movie producer, I'm telling you.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
And recording and putting together new commercials. And so it has been a very, very busy week. And of course, you will hear a lot of those new commercials tonight. So,
yeah,
of course, because we have to represent our sponsors who have been so very kind to us and jumped on board, believing in what we do, and we believe in what they do. That's why not only they are sponsors, they are partners.
That's right.
So, and quickly becoming very, very good friends with all of them. So,
and I'm happy that one of them is going to be joining us tonight.
Yes, our guest tonight is going to be Gypsy and Monty of Goaltending Services. They're going to be coming on about 8 o'clock via video to let you know about everything that Goaltending Services can offer you whenever you're down in Key West. Because like I said on the video at the beginning, if you go to Key West and you don't get out on the water, I'm sorry, but you're doing it wrong. And of course, Gypsy and Monty are going to tell you how to do it right. So, a lot coming up tonight. We're going to have some great music, but first, let's just get kicked off. Welcome to the show.
There's a party going on around town. It's one rowdy cowboy throwdown here in H-Town, where we're stronger than a hurricane. From miles around, the best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke when they open up that gate. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. It's a Houston tradition, 4-H, FFA, and Go Texan. And you can bet, son, it's gonna be around a long, long time. When these riders and ropers give it their best, we'll show them how loud the hometown crowd can get. 'Cause tonight, y'all, we all got a little bit of cowboy deep inside. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Where the Bayou City streets meet these country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
That's right. Welcome to the show. We're going to have a great time tonight. We have any shout-outs there already? I see you over there just smiling, which means you're having a conversation all to yourself.
Well, you know, I do that a lot. I want to give a shout-out to Miss Patty Smith and Mr. Eric the Stick.
Rick the Stick.
Rick the Stick.
Rick the Stick.
I never get it right. Want to say hello to you guys.
Hello, hello, hello.
He said he wishes he was here.
I wish he was here too.
I know. And Patty loves her tropical country Wednesday nights. Thank you so much, Patty.
Yes, thank you. We are so glad that all of you choose to spend your Wednesday night with us. So.
That's right. And G-Raff is out there, so hello to G-Raff. And I'm sure JT and little Grayson. Did I tell you? Did I show you the picture? I think little Grayson is starting to get a tooth already.
I know. Isn't it too early for that?
I thought so, but his little gum is all white on the bottom.
Okay.
He's growing. And the Beach Buddha is out there. Buddha, I'm so happy to hear that you made it back to New Jersey. I'll tell you why later.
And of course, we can't mention the Beach Buddha without mentioning the official coffee of Tiki Man Radio, the best roast, coast to coast. Take a trip with every sip. Beach Buddha coffee. It is truly, we just don't say that. It's not just a slogan. Trust me, I drink it every morning, and I'm down to my last bag.
Uh-oh.
So
we gotta do something about that.
I'm rationing at this point. I've been making half pots. So because I realized in the mornings I'm like, I'm
wasting
I was wasting it.
You can't waste.
I said, at most I'm drinking, maybe 2 or 3 cups. I was wasting it, so I went back to making half pots so that I don't waste it. So it's tough times, and you got to ration.
That's right. And Mr. Jody Orr,
DJ FX. Hey Jody.
Hey Jody, tell Ginger we said hey. And Maureen Benfield is out there.
Hey, Maureen.
Said they scheduled her a Zoom meeting right at 7 p.m., so she's got us playing in the background.
Well, hello to everybody in her meeting.
And Mr. Callie McCool is out there.
Callie McCool's out there, of course.
Yes.
Callie Cool, that would be Mr. Cool and the student crew that for Surfs Up here on Tiki Man Radio every Tuesday night, 7 p.m., 4 p.m. Pacific. So...
He said hello this afternoon from sunny and warm California.
Yeah. I have a song for you later, Callie.
Oh.
I was going down over my song set list for tonight, and I'm like, how about I just need to do one dedicated out there to all the folks on the West Coast.
There you go.
So that'll be coming up.
Good. He said he's got his brew, his umbrella, and his chair. He's ready to watch the show.
Nice.
Patty Smith, I did not know that. She said, no, it's not too early. They can even be born with teeth.
Wow.
Babies born with teeth, that would be funny. I've seen the the joking things where they put the whole mouthful of teeth in the baby.
They put adult teeth in a baby.
Yeah, those are hysterical and a little creepy.
Downright creepy.
Yeah, but I did not know they could literally be I didn't know. Well, there you go, Giraffe. If you're listening, the boy is not early.
He's right on time.
He is. And I also, sorry if I missed you on the beginning video, there was, for whatever reason, it doesn't always show me who all is on for the video when we do the video before.
Yeah, I know. When it popped up on the screen, we said hello to everybody that was there.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we closed out, it said you had like 6 more comments.
Yeah.
So it was like, well, where were they when we was on the air?
And I still can't find them all. So you found them, but
I found a few.
Okay, so. I do want to give a shout out to Emmett and Christy Dooley.
Yes.
They're out there, and their son Slayton actually just put out his EP.
Yes.
Breaking My Back. Y'all heard it here on Tiki Man Radio. And hopefully we're going to get the recorded version. But y'all have heard him a couple times now sing that song live. And actually, our audience here at Tropical Country was the first ones ever to hear it. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So if you like that song whenever he did it, the single is out, the EP is out. Anywhere that you normally stream music. Recorded
at the After Dark studio.
Yeah.
So, and it was kind of recorded kind of old school, wasn't it?
It was. It was. Slayton wanted to kind of get, make it more about the music and about the song and get rid of all of the extra stuff that gets put into songs sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah. So recorded old school. It's really, really cool. And then actually he just put out videos for the first 2 songs as well. So those are on YouTube. But yeah, so pretty cool.
Then, of course, he has been a busy guy because on top of doing his own solo project, he's also been playing with the Cosmic Strangers. So.
Yes.
And, of course, next week, Mr. Zach Chastain of the Cosmic Strangers will be our guest, right?
Yeah. And actually, I was just talking to him a few minutes ago. He was double-checking, making sure we're still all good for next week. Sent us some pictures for the poster. And we'll get all that together, too. But, yeah, so Zach Chastain is going to be in studio for our Spotlight Artist
Yes, and I think you'll really like Zach. He's a local boy right here from the Chattanooga area, and they have taken kind of without getting real in depth with it, the recording is just kind of different. It's not, when you think of country music, it's not what you initially would think of. It's an interesting. It's an interesting, I guess, rendition or concept, and I think everybody's going to kind of dig it.
I think so too, and he does do a lot of, straight up country music too. But
he likes some outlaw country as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Dan Weir is out there.
Hey, Dan.
Let's say hey to you.
Okay.
And your turn, because I still can't see the other stuff.
Well, let me get over here. Let me get over here and see what
Facebook doesn't like me.
Well, Facebook sometimes doesn't like me either. Oh, okay. How about, right. Of course, we got Joe Seaburger.
Hey, Greasy Joe.
Greasy Joe himself is out there. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see here. We have...
He's going to be coming to join us,
yes,
too. I'm excited about that. I know we talked about it a little bit last week, but... yeah, he's making the trip up from Texas.
All righty. I think Facebook's not showing me.
It doesn't like you either, does it?
Yeah, Facebook's not showing me anything than what you just said. So, so anybody else there, real quick?
Nope, that's all I got for right now.
All right. So, hey, make sure that you chime in and chat back and forth. So, we can talk to you and see what everybody else is in. It's St. Patty's Eve. So what's everybody got planned for St. Patrick's Day? So.
And share our, if you're on the YouTube,
yes,
you can back out and go and give us a thumbs up. We would appreciate that. And also, I believe you can share. Yes, you can share even that we're online. So share if you can.
All right. Well, in the meantime, how about we just take a little trip down that Redneck Riviera? Mr. Mike Nash.
Down on the Redneck Riviera, where all of the country folks play. From west of Pensacola to Apalachicola, Panama Beach to LA. Yeah, all summer long, it's a party till dawn. It's a get your buzz on, I dare ya. There ain't nothing like it, and that's why we love it on the Redneck Riviera. Well, you ain't gonna find it on a map, so you can put away your GPS and drive 65 south till you hit the water. Then you're gonna make a left. Under 200 miles of palm trees, there's a party every day and night. Bushwhackers in hand, bikinis, white sand, man, it's a poor boy's paradise. Down on the Redneck Riviera, where all of the cool kids play. From west of Pensacola to Apalachicola, Panama Beach to LA. Yeah, all summer long, it's a party till dawn. It's get your buzz on, I dare ya. There ain't nothing like it, and that's why we love it on the Redneck Riviera. Yeah. Sweet. Where you can hang out over in Gulf Shores, or party all week with the blues, or go through hell and back to see La Vella packed with pretty things and cowgirl boots. You can break out your mullet at the Bama, where there's a bill, there's a way. Oh, but schooner or later, gotta hit the sand shaker or get sunk in Mobile Bay. Down on the Redneck Riviera, where all of us country folks play. From west of Pensacola to Apalachicola, Panama Beach to LA. Yeah, all summer long, it's a party till dawn. It's a get your buzz on, I dare ya. There ain't nothing like it, and that's why we love it on the Redneck Riviera. Man, every now and then a storm blows in, we just have a little party. Gillette, Alabama. And all summer long, it's a party till dawn. It's to get your buzz on out there, yeah. There ain't nothing like it. That's why we love it. So come on down, y'all, and get you some of it on the Redneck Riviera. Yeah.
Hey, y'all, this is B-Dawg.
And Lou.
From Tropical Country, B-Dawg and Lou. Here to tell you about our sponsor, JBL Legends Travel.
JBL Legends Travel is your full-service travel agent. They specialize in cruises, all-inclusive resort vacations, destination weddings, and romantic getaways. They're dedicated to offering you the best prices and advice, all while maintaining an emphasis on customer service.
So don't hesitate to contact them so they can start planning your next travel adventure. You can contact them at 732-831-5200 or check them out online at jbltravelgroup.net.
Mom needs rest. We need a vacation. Daddy's stressed. We need a vacation. Been to Key West many times. One thing I understand: Conquer publics on the parrot heads throughout the land. When I want to drop and feel a Key West shirt I'll wear. When I go down island, what do I put on there? Get 'em from all over, all across the USA. Champaign, Nola, Ocean City, always fun to play. Street Fest on Duval, you know, get a shirt for free. Those beats fill my wardrobe for times and memories. My T-shirt travelogue tells me where I've been. Sights for tourist eyes and all the biz in between. No, I never will forget the places that I've seen. My T-shirt travelogue lets me live a dream. Come on, Dad. I see drunken scoopings to the west and the Quad-Cities. Wish that I could wear them all, perfect fit for me. Gonna need a road case just to haul the tees. All my closets overflow, the old rags never leave. Every T-shirt is a face, special thought for me. When it's time to sail off into what's gonna be, wrap it in a Key West shirt for everyone to see. My T-shirt travelogue tells me where I've been. Sights for tourist eyes and all the cold beers in between. No, I never will forget the places that I've seen. My T-shirt travelogue lets me live a dream. My T-shirt travelogue lets me live a dream.
Oh, the T-shirt travelogue, the Boat Drunks. And, of course, the Boat Drunks will be performing at Lake Fest in Put-in-Bay, June 9th through the 12th in Key West of the North. That's what they call
Key West of the North.
Key West of the North, Put-in-Bay. Of course, you think I wouldn't screw that up since that we're from up around there.
Right.
But, of course...
I'm not going to say the state name, though, because we'll start being like Jason and people have to take a shot every time we say Ohio.
It's Put-in-Bay, South Bass Island, Ohio, on Lake Erie. And, of course, acts performing is Johnny Rodriguez, John McDonald, Christine Jackson, Ray Boone, Jesse Rice, Johnny Rustler and the Beach Bums, Joe Downing, Dave Sines, Beth Travers, and, of course, the Boat Drunks. So you definitely definitely do not want to miss that. That is going to be a great time. We're still working on to see if we're going to be able to do a live broadcast from there.
We're doing some research.
We're doing some research, because there are certain things that you need to be able to take a radio station on the road and to make sure you can broadcast it so the world can hear it. So
that's right.
We got the message out to them. We just haven't heard back yet. So hopefully we will have more details from them coming up. Hopefully real soon.
Yeah.
So, because once we get our information from them, then we'll get back with Brian, and then we can do the whole talking about what is feasible and what is not. So,
right.
So we're definitely looking forward to that. So
absolutely.
Hey, I hear that we got a text.
We did.
Yeah.
Ed and Pat are out there listening tonight.
Ed who?
Ed is out there listening tonight.
Ed who?
The Train Man.
That's right. It's Ed the Train Man. It's in his contract. We have to say that.
I know, but you know me. I started thinking, oh my God, did I say the wrong person? That's horrible. But yes, and we want to send our love out to Pat.
Yes.
For sure. They've had a rough week.
Yes. So we definitely our thoughts and prayers with them and their families. So yes.
I have a story.
Uh-oh.
It's kind of a feel-good story, though.
Okay, well then you can do that because I'm like, don't be a Debbie Downer.
No, so apparently last week, so a couple took their 65-foot yacht from Florida to North Carolina for hurricane season, and they took the intercoastal waterway.
Yeah.
To park the boat.
All right.
As the boat was going, they had their little is it Yorkie? Wait a minute. Corgi. I'm sorry. They had their little corgi.
Okay.
On the boat
get
with
it right because it's all in the details.
I know. I'm horrible at this. So they had their little corgi with them. They were going underneath the State Road 520 bridge over the Indian River.
Okay.
And they looked down and the corgi was not there.
Oh, no.
It fell overboard. So they looked for it for like 24 hours. They were looking everywhere. It was found 7 miles away on the shore. It swam, and if anybody knows corgis, they got
little legs.
They got little bitty legs.
They just got little legs.
It swam 7 miles in 24 hours. I don't think I could swim 7 miles, let alone in 24 hours. But yeah, it ended up in some homeowner's backyard. The homeowner, God love them, refused the $500 reward and just gave the dog back. But yeah, 7 miles with them itty bitty legs.
I don't know if I can swim 7 feet nowadays.
I know, right? Well, and they said the dog was only a year old.
Okay.
It had never been in the water other than the bathtub.
Wow. Just instinct.
Yeah, so they had no idea it even could swim, but apparently swims very well.
I wonder if he met Dory and she just said, keep on swimming, just keep swimming.
Oh, Lord. I don't know.
See what happens when you raise a bunch of kids and you're stuck watching Disney all the time. That kind of crap just sticks into your brain. It's melted there. I've had therapy and I can't get rid of it. So
listen, those are the cutest movies ever.
Yeah, because I even remember. I think I was taken to the drive-in to see that movie. So, and you'd be the guilty party on that one.
Yeah, that was me. So hey, you ask everybody what they were doing for St. Patty's Day.
I want to know what everybody's doing for St. Patrick's Day.
So, Giraffe, of course, is going to be watching some basketball because it's month.
March Madness.
Yeah, it's the month of March, which means anyone who has or ever will have the last name of Conrad can never go anywhere the entire month.
They have to stay at home.
They do, because unless they go to a bar that has basketball on the TV.
I gotcha. Well, mentioning March Madness, we should actually wish our very own Chattanooga Mocs good luck. They pulled out today, heading up. They made it into the big dance. So
I know. How cool is that?
And I believe that they are taking on Illinois in the first round of the big dance. So, yeah. At least they made it there, okay?
That's right. Well, Patty Smith and Callie McCool are going to be enjoying some green beer.
Green beer, all right.
Future son-in-law into Irish beer. Dark Irish beer. Oh, Guinness. Yeah. Patty's going to be out looking for a pot of gold and a leprechaun. If you find them, send them my way, will you?
Hey, Patty, I'm going to tell you something. It's a myth because I have literally been at the end of the rainbow and there was jack squat. Either they're in jack squat there or somebody beat me there, which, I'm always been a day late and a dollar short, so.
Rachel said it's a holiday tomorrow for March Madness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Some of us has got to work.
I know. And you left Patty hanging. She said OH, so Rachel's got...
Oh, I'm sorry. I-O.
Rachel took... Nope. Rachel already took care of you.
I didn't catch that. I am so sorry. I apologize. I really do. Again, I told you, I'm a day late and a dollar short.
Right. Story of our lives right there.
Mm-hmm. So what else you got? Anything?
Well...
Right now?
Nothing right now. I'll wait a little bit.
All right. Well, I can tell you what. I know what Ireland's going to be doing tomorrow.
What are they doing?
Ireland's going to be turning country. How about a little Jim Devine?
Oh, Ireland's turning country. That's the word out on the street. And everywhere you go, toes are tapping to the beat. And all across the nation, when the weekend comes around, they're out there country jiving in the cities and the towns. Now when the band begins to play, everybody hits the floor. When the music's over, they all stand and shout for more. Oh, Ireland's turning country everywhere you go. From Cork right up to Donegal, from Dublin to Mayo. Me and my band gon' cross the land, we're putting on a show. People say it's here to stay, Ireland's turning country. I met a pretty little jiving queen at the country dance one night. I asked her on the floor, and we danced all through the night. When we went slow dancing, she held me so tight. Now we've been together since she danced into my life. Now when the band begins to play, everybody hits the floor. When the music's over, they all stand and shout for more. Oh, Ireland's turning country everywhere you go. From Cork right up to Donegal, from Dublin to Mayo. Me and my band gon' cross the land, we're putting on a show. People say it's here to stay, Ireland's turning country. Play, everybody hits the floor. When the music's over, they all stand and shout for more. Ireland's turning country, it's everywhere you go. From Cork right up to Donegal, from Dublin to Mayo. Yeah, me and my band gon' cross the land, we're putting on a show. People say it's here to stay, Ireland's turning country. Oh, Ireland's turning country everywhere you go. From Cork right up to Donegal, from Dublin to Mayo. Yeah, me and my band gon' cross the land, we're putting on a show. People say it's here to stay, Ireland's turning country. And I do believe it's here to stay, Ireland's turning country.
That's right. It's more about than just ditties. Ireland's turning country. I do not know why I'm all of a sudden tongue-tied tonight.
I don't know either.
You'd think I've been drinking a lot, but...
Well, a little bit. Not enough for all that.
Not nearly enough for all that. So.
Hey, Z and G just joined us.
Hey to David and Gina.
They made it from the hair wars.
Yeah, he said we'll be tuning in as long as we can get out of the hair wars.
That's right.
I guess the hair didn't win and they made it home safely. So that is good to hear.
Hey, Callie McCool said if you're in... I can't believe you remember this, Callie. If you're in Newcomerstown, you're in corn stalks when you get to the end of the rainbow.
Mm-hmm. How true. How true.
I said it is true.
I forgot he was well aware of where we come from.
Yeah. Poor guy.
I know.
That's all right.
All right.
And Gina just tried green beer for the first time last Saturday.
Well, forgive me, but it tastes just like regular beer.
It does.
Last time I checked. Unless there's some new special brew out there, because, the IPAs are getting carried away. Who knows? They may actually have a beer made of 4-leaf clovers that, you'll have good luck if you swing it. I don't know.
Right.
It's possible.
Right. Hey, I don't think I got to tell you.
What?
So, last week 2 weeks ago, we were congratulating Dolly.
Yes.
On her Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
She bowed out.
She
said she was not worthy.
How about that? So,
I know.
You got to give her credit. Some artists will be out there. They're all about give me the accolades, which, of course, it's Dolly. She's had tons of them. But it was pretty cool that she was like, I'll gladly accept a nomination when and if I deserve it.
Yeah.
But then that also then started the rumors that Dolly was going to put out a rock album. So,
she said in her statement, she said that got her thinking she might have to do a rock album. But
the funny thing is, she has had pop hits.
Yes, she has.
They're country crossover pop hits, if you want to call it that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole album, and I can't remember. I remember the front of it because Mom had it, but she was in bell-bottom jeans and the platform sandals and had a little red top on that was tied.
It was the 70s. It was a strange time.
But that was supposedly a pop album, and that had some of the best songs she's ever done. Yeah, it was good.
That I was not aware of.
I know. I love it. I keep looking for it.
I don't know.
But that was the first Dolly album that I had ever heard.
So who knows? We may get a rock album out of, Hey, Loretta Lynn has done a duet with the White Stripes. So Dolly doing an actual rock album, you just never know. It could happen.
Right?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, not only did she do an album with them.
Well, ew.
Listen. She is a cougar.
Well,
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, let's just leave it at that. All right. So anybody else?
Loretta.
So anybody else we should be saying hello to? No, not yet. Not yet.
They're all talking about the green beer now.
Green beer. That sucks. As how many people are going to be, especially all of them. I remember working midnights and getting off work.
Yeah.
And the first stop, you stop at the pub on the way home and get your
kegs and eggs.
And now I'll be at school with a bunch of kids wishing I had green beer.
Right.
I'd be wishing for any kind of beer at that point.
Hey, Joe Leo.
Hey, Joe Leo. Of course, Joe Leo of JBL Legends Travel. They are your hookup whenever you're planning your next getaway. And speaking of which, let me get down here. They are currently having the still booking for the Norwegian Breakaway, which is August 28th through September 4th, 2022. It's Fall in Love with the Northeast Cruise. A portion of the proceeds will benefit the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. And, of course, it's 7 days, 6 ports, 1 amazing vacation. Of course, they have ports of call. They're departing from New York City, then ports of call Newport, Rhode Island, Portland, Maine, Bar Harbor, Maine, St. John Bay of Fundy, New Brunswick, Halifax, Nova Scotia, and then back to New York City. So if you are interested in that, make sure you reach out to Joe Leo at 732-831-5200. And that sounds like a cool trip. Very cool trip.
Yeah, and the foundation that they're raising money for is just amazing.
Yes,
amazing.
Absolutely. And of course, we had Joe here on the show to talk about all the great things that the Tunnels to Towers Foundation has done for first responders, survivors of 9/11, and just the list goes on and on
veterans,
of everything that they've done.
They do tons.
Yes.
We have a flashing light or something. I keep the first
we
time.
noticed that Sunday. It was kind of funny because J-Man's sitting there talking, and all of a sudden he's like,
well, the first time I thought maybe Uncle Alex took a picture out there with his flash.
No, they've been having little power surges around
they
here.
were.
Because I noticed on Sunday, even outside of the studio, out in the chocolate bar, the lights, they would get bright and then they'd flash or something like that. But that's okay, because according to the Tiki Man, he's got the XG 9000 battery backups on the entire studio, including the internet. Now, if the internet goes out, we're screwed. There's nothing we can do about it. It is what it is. So, and you'll know that happens when all of a sudden there's just silence.
Right? If we disappear, so sorry.
That's right. All righty. So, good.
Okay, another weird random story.
Oh, boy, you're just full of them. Go ahead.
I am.
Go ahead.
A couple in New Zealand.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm just going to read it how they said it.
Okay.
A New Zealand couple who applied to have a massive vegetable named Doug, as in D-U-G, because it was a potato.
A potato?
A potato named Doug.
I'm a potato.
Was recognized as the world's heaviest potato by the Guinness World Records.
All right.
So, apparently, the Guinness World Records folks had it DNA tested.
Okay.
Turns out it's not even a potato.
What is it?
It cross-pollinated somehow in the potato field, and it ended up being a type of gourd.
Oh, well, J-Man would be out because J-Man
right?
does not do gourds.
I know. I guess they said that they bought a seedling from a store and planted it.
Right.
And apparently the seedling must have been crossbred with a gourd and a cucumber.
Okay.
So Doug is actually the child of a gourd and a cucumber, and they have now lost their world record title for the heaviest potato.
Well, wouldn't it be considered the world's largest crossbred, whatever that thing is?
I don't know, but if y'all saw the picture of it, it looks like a big old brown brain.
What would you call it, a gordado?
You're just full of them tonight.
I don't know why. Every once in a while. All right. Well, I can tell you what. I can tell you how that sounds. That sounded pretty daggone stupid, but Derek James is going to tell you how it sounds to him. How about that?
BFG's on the PCH. Hum of the tires getting lost in the waves. Whistle in the wind makes the palm trees sway. Oh yeah. The windows rolled down with a couple good cranks. Music up loud, you can't help but sing when you're playing something with a little bit of twang. Whoa, it could be the taste of a kiss on a Friday night. The way a girl looks when she looks just right. Feeling the roll of a midnight train, or the smell of September rain. I can tell you about the life I found, but if you listen, show you how it sounds. Yeah, I can show you how it sounds. Around here the road don't stop when you hit the beach. The sunshine sizzles the sand beneath that tailgate seat. Cold cans cracking like a bonfire. White caps crashing in the high tide. Six strings strumming, beachside buzzing. I bet you're hearing something. Could be the taste of a kiss on a Friday night. The way a girl looks when she looks just right. Feeling the roll of a midnight train, or the smell of September rain. I can tell you about the life I found, but if you listen, I can show you how it sounds. To my ears out here tonight, just living and laughing and singing, barefoot blue jean night. Yeah. It could be the taste of a kiss on a Friday night. The way a girl looks when she looks just right. Feeling the roll of a midnight train, or the smell of September rain. I can tell you about the life I found, but if you listen, yeah, I can show you how it sounds. I can show you how it sounds. I can show you how it sounds. Oh yeah, I can show you how it sounds.
Hey y'all, this is B-Dawg
and Lou from Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou, featuring Golden.
Did you know that not only can you listen to our show every Wednesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Island Time, right here on Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com, but you can watch our show on the Tiki Man Radio YouTube page, courtesy of MFG Records Tropical Live Cam. What is MFG Records?
Well, it's music for grown-ups.
Dave Sines and Beth Travers have been in the music industry for a very long time. Not only are they music producers, but they're musicians themselves.
And they only work with the best.
To learn more about MFG Records, contact Dave Sines and Beth Travers at mfgrecordsllc.com.
Something going on, I can feel it in the air. Seeing dimes and bikinis laying everywhere. Filling up cups, living it up, drinking too much, passing out in a beach chair. Hello, summer, can I get your number? 'Cause you're hot as hell, so I might as well try to make you mine. I'll be missing your sunburn and all the fireworks. And it won't be long and you'll be gone. I'll be dialing your number. Hello, summer. Glad your girls got you to stay. 'Cause I was hoping you would walk my way. Took me all day just to get your name, and there's something I've been trying to say. Hello, summer, can I get your number? 'Cause you're hot as hell, so I might as well try to make you mine. I'll be missing your sunburn and all the fireworks. And it won't be long and you'll be gone. I'll be dialing your number. Hello, summer. Before I let this moment slip away, it's a good thing I got the chance to say, hello, summer, can I get your number? Hello, summer, can I get your number? 'Cause you're hot as hell, so I might as well try to make you mine. I'll be missing your sunburn and all the fireworks. And it won't be long and you'll be gone. I'll be dialing your number. Hello, summer. Hello, summer.
Of course, spring is right around the corner, and we will be saying hello, summer.
I know. I'm
Before
so
you know it.
excited.
Yeah.
Well, it was so pretty whenever it snowed this week. For about
No. No, not
it
at
was
all.
Beautiful.
Not at all.
I'm over it now, though.
I was over before we got it.
Well, I was too, but then it sucked me back in. But yeah. So it is supposed to be close to 70 all week this week, I think.
Yes.
We're
Of course,
climbing back up.
of course, as the springtime arrives. See, I told you I'm tongue-tied tonight.
I know.
Anyway, as spring arrives here in the beautiful Tennessee Valley, in comes the second rainy season.
Yes.
Accompanied with tornado season, since we have all of a sudden found that we are in the newly described Dixie Alley of tornado.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. They said the year that we got the tornado, they said that it was moving over. Tornado Alley was moving east, and I think they're right, because there's been quite a few around since we moved here.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, Laura Lou loves storms, and she loves
just love
tornadoes.
extreme weather.
And she's not really that extreme, but she loves extreme weather. And I'm sure that many of you probably heard her little story about, because the last tornado was 2 years ago on Easter, right?
It was on Easter.
On Easter.
Yeah.
And, of course, we were right in the middle of it. And I'm going to tell you what, Laura Lou is a lot like her mom. Okay, so
I hear that a lot.
So here's story time with B-Dawg about Lou.
Uh-oh.
So, because the night that the tornadoes came in, we was watching the weather, and they were like all south of us, and it was like, yeah, we're gonna be fine. We go to bed, and of course, then about 20 minutes later, the daughter's like, we got to get to the basement. There's a tornado coming. It's like, all right, so Again, I don't know why. I didn't.
None of us panicked.
We just,
By the time we knew to be scared, it was gone.
We just got out of bed. We come walking through the living room, because our bedroom's off the living room. And I stopped, and I'm like, do you hear that? Do you hear that? And she's like, what? And I'm like, it sounds like a train. And that's what they say a tornado sounds like, because I'd never been in a tornado either.
I couldn't hear it.
And she's like, let me see. And she runs over to the front door, grabs the door to open it, because she wants to look outside to see the tornado. Well, let me just tell you, crap got real. When she opened it up, saw a wall gray, and the door got sucked out of her hand and slammed shut. She's like, oh, we got to go. So, of course, we have the most scaredy cat dog on the face of the earth. Love him to death, but Daggett he's a scaredy cat. I literally had to pick him up. Now, when I say I had to pick him up, he is a lab border collie mix. He's not a little dog.
Yeah.
I had to pick him up, carry him down the stairs. Well, we get down the stairs, because her mom had an in-law suite in the lower level. There's Mom standing there with her door wide open, and we're like, what are you doing? She's like, well, I was going to go out and have a cigarette. What are you all doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Laura Lou is a lot like her mama.
Well, it came from my dad. The whole time I was growing up, he would watch the Weather Channel. Everybody's yelling at me on YouTube. But yeah, so
I figured I'd get a response.
So, growing up, my dad and I would watch the Weather Channel, and even after I moved out on my own, anytime there was going to be severe weather, I don't care because I'm one of those, if it's going to snow, give me a blizzard. If it's going to thunderstorm, I want wind and hard rain, and I want to see a tornado. I didn't want to be in one. And yeah, so any kind of weather, if you're going to do it, you might as well do it right. So my dad and I, even after I moved out, would call each other and say, hey, did you watch the weather? This is what's coming. Well, this night I don't know why, because I always get prepared just in case. And for whatever reason, and they were calling for them for like 3 or 4 days beforehand. Never clicked for whatever reason. So yeah, we ended up getting stuck. But thank God. I mean, our house was fine. Our neighbor's house was okay. The next house was not. I mean, It literally jumped over our house. So, but yeah, I mean, I felt really bad for a lot of people. It was really depressing driving through the neighborhood for weeks after that. But
they still have not recovered. We moved from that location, and
you can still tell there was
over there.
You can still tell there was a tornado there. But it was and the funniest part about it was, I think by the time we were trying to get Mom back in the house, because she was a little confused at that time, I think by the time we tried to get Mom back in the house, it was already done. Mm-hmm. And so we went outside later and looked around, and you couldn't even see the pavement on our road. There was nothing but trees. It was crazy. But so, oh my God, Patty, me too. Okay, so Patty says, after she said, oh, hell no.
I'm right there with you, Patty.
She said she's the same. She watches the show Extreme Weather all the time. Mm-hmm. She said she wants to go on one of those storm chasing expeditions. Patty, we need to make it happen. No. I want to do it so bad. I found out you can go down to the real tornado alley, like Kansas, Oklahoma, that area, and ride. You can, I don't know why anybody would pay money for this except me, and apparently Patty, but you can pay to ride with a storm chaser.
And you do realize that, I just want to point out an obvious fact that you may be forgetting.
What?
Professional storm chasers have been killed doing this, but you want to go pay to do it as just an excursion.
Well, yeah.
That makes no sense to me.
I'm with Patty.
Why?
She said she would love to see a tornado, but doesn't want to see anybody get hurt or any property damaged. And that's what I want. I just want to look out and watch it go across the field.
I've been there, done that.
See, I have not.
I've been there, done that, and I'll tell you how easy it is to do. Because I used to watch on the Storm Chasers on the Weather Channel. Remember, and they had that series on there. Yes. And there was one guy who had a vehicle that looked like almost like a tank.
Oh yeah.
And he filmed. Yes. All the tornadoes that they were in the middle of.
Yes.
Okay, so he actually completed that film, and he that was filmed in IMAX. So, and it was called the Eye of the Storm. So I literally went to an IMAX theater, sat in the middle of that, and you got to experience that. Because, if you've never been to an IMAX theater,
They're pretty cool.
It engages all your senses.
Yeah.
In there, and I got to experience it that way, and that was close enough. Sitting in the middle of it with a bag of popcorn.
That would be amazing. And Callie said it makes him think of a Jimmy Buffett song, Squalls Out on the Gulf Stream watching for water spouts. And that reminds me, there was a water spout, and I meant to try to remember where it was at. There was a water spout this week down south. It came straight off the water. There were people on the beach. Came straight off the water and came across the beach and turned into a tornado and kept on going through town. And there's video of it coming through and everybody running, and it's crazy. Oh, Eric is checking in. Wait a minute. Checking in from a truck stop in Abington, Virginia, about 30 miles from Tennessee. Well, Eric, don't stop now. Keep on coming.
Which, of course, I will tell you this week, with the prediction that we had of snow, people around here were losing their frickin' minds because all they could tell me was it's the 19th anniversary of the blizzard of 93, which was like the most significant weather event. They got a whole 2 feet of snow.
They did.
They got a whole 2 feet of snow, and most of them, they were panicking. I worked with one lady that I heard the most southern comment I've ever heard in my life. She goes, "I hope it snows butthole deep to a giraffe." And I'm like, is that right? So, hey, I hear a beep in my ear, which means our special guests have checked into the green room. So while we get ready for them, how about we get you ready and get you out on that water. A little pontoon.
Back this hitch up into the water. Untie all the cables and rope. Step onto the AstroTurf. Get yourself a koozie, let's go. Who said anything about skiing? Floating is all motorboating. Wood paneling with a water slide. Can't beat the heat, so let's take a ride. On the pontoon, making waves and catching rays up on the roof. Jumping off the back, don't act like you don't want to. Party in slow motion, I'm out here in the open. Motorboat.
I'd never claimed to be a singer. All right, let me see if we can get over here. Switch, click a couple little buttons here, and we bring in there. Hey, there we have Gypsy and Monty of Goaltending Services in the room with us. Hey, and the crowd goes wild. Hold on here. Let me get you over there. You go. Can you hear us okay? I can't hear them. Oh, no. And we even tested last night. Can you hear me? Okay, I can't hear.
Monty's saying yes.
I cannot hear you. This worked perfectly last night. Perfectly.
We can't hear you at all.
Double check your microphone. Make sure your microphone's on.
Monty's got the right hat on.
Yes, he does. I love the hat. So it seems to never fail.
I know. It worked so good for practice last night.
I know. So everything's here. We're looking on my end. Hold on. I'm going to check all the everything here.
Make sure you don't have them muted.
No, I don't. Nope. No, I think I'm good. Are you guys there? Oh, no.
All right, give us just a second.
Yep. This worked perfectly last night. We had a nice conversation. So, All righty. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to have you exit out and then log back in and see if that works. Okay? All right. So sometimes all you got to do is just get out of there and come back. So, but see, the Tiki Man, he said that, just when you think you got things down, technology will come back and bite you in the rear.
Yes.
So.
Yes, Callie, they do. They are the ones that do have a sandbar tour.
Yes.
If you guys have seen the pictures that Tiki Man and Hippie Chick, anybody who got a Christmas card from them, any of that stuff, they are the ones that took them out. Joe wants to know if they're on a cruise.
Hold on here. See, let's try this again. All right. Are you guys back?
Can you hear us now?
We can hear you
Perfect.
now.
Yay! Can you see us? 'Cause I feel like one of us is or isn't.
Crisis.
Nope, we got you both.
Crisis averted.
Yes.
Well, first of all,
It's St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. It's Murphy's Law.
That's right.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, the theme around here is what could possibly go wrong. Lou and I's motto is stick with us and we'll show you.
I love your shirt.
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much.
So, of course, first of all, we want to officially and formally welcome you to the Tiki Man Radio family, and also to thank you for jumping on board, believing in us, and to sponsor Tropical Country.
Absolutely. Anything we can do to help the trop rock world for sure, and all of our friends out there. I mean, the all you guys are what made us become so successful over the last couple of years. So it's word of mouth, and that really helps a lot.
Right. And then we told everybody, you was coming on. We wanted to learn all about your business and what you have to offer that sets you apart. Because, we tell everybody you are the premier charter service down in Key West.
No pressure.
So how long have you guys had the business?
Actually, we took our very first charter boat on January 1st, 2020, lucky enough, on that wonderful year, 2020. Monty's been captaining for years, doing vessel relocations and stuff like that. But we decided to join the charter world, and believe it or not, COVID was a blessing. So we didn't have years of charters to cancel. We were just starting out. So it was definitely a crazy beginning, but here we are, and we're still here, and we're already booking into May.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so it's going very well.
I think people are anxious to get on vacation, get down to the Keys, and get out there on the water. And like we've been telling people, if you go down to the Key West and you don't get out on the water, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, you don't know what you're missing. They always think Key West, Duval, crawl down down there, stumbling around. However, I tell everybody, just because you live in Florida doesn't mean you go to Disney. You come to Key West doesn't mean you just have to bar hop. Go out, get in the back country and see those sandbars and that beautiful water. That's what we're really famous for, not so much the bars.
And that's actually one of the, sorry, you can't see me, but I'm here.
She is here.
I am here. But that's actually one of the things that, Tiki Man and Hippie Chick and a few of them went out with y'all back to the back country and to the sandbars back there.
Yeah, and we were so disappointed that we missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are definitely getting next year. If you guys are coming down, whenever you come down, whether it be that time of year or whenever, we need to get you guys out on the water for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
we're
the plan
in
right now is for November. So.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping. But
I'm looking for a good one this year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One of our listeners wants to know about the barbecue grill.
Yes, we do have a Magma grill on board all the time. That is included with your charter, so you are free to bring whatever you like to grill. And if you choose to grill, you can, but Captain Monty would be more than happy to take care of that for you. So our big thing is the grill and chill. We want to get you out on the water. We want you to be able to relax and enjoy. We'll take you out there, let you have a good time, and if we have to pour you in an Uber when you get back, we'll do that too to make sure you get home safe. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we've told everybody that you offer a lot of amenities. Do you want to run through what you guys do offer?
Absolutely. First and foremost, we do 2-hour sunset cruises, 4-hour trips, 6-hour trips, and 8-hour trips. So it's your choice what you'd like to do when you're down here. It's a 6-person max. That is 6 guests plus Monty and myself. We are pet friendly. We are wheelchair and mobility scooter accessible from the dock. So that's ride on and ride off. We do, as the commercial states, we offer 25% off for active military and veterans. We also, for our locals down here, year round, 20% off they get, not just on special months. So we do that for our locals. And included in your charter, we have sodas, water, a Gatorade, a cooler just for you to put all your stuff in. We have a snack basket, cookies, chips, crackers. Plus, we have a head on board. For those not familiar with the sailing world, it is a bathroom. So it's big enough that you can get in and you could change if you had to in there, so you're not crawling in a hole.
That's a benefit right there.
Yeah, that was a big thing. I really wanted to have that, especially being out on the water all day long. I want a bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a little galley area. We always carry extra koozies, sunglasses, sunscreen, towels, pretty much everything on board. If we don't have it, you probably don't need it while you're out on the water. What you do have to bring, if you choose, is your alcoholic beverages. You are allowed to bring those. I just can't sell them to you. Mm-hmm. So you can bring whatever you like to drink. We've got plenty of ice on board. And of course, everybody sees little Miss Amelia, who has decided to go to bed early on her own, like she does sometimes. Our little Boston Terrier deckhand. So, and we'll get you out and back. And country, we call it the back country. That's the Gulf side of the Lower Keys, for those that aren't familiar with that area back there. But that's where our sandbars are, the mangrove islands. Sometimes we get a private little beach. Danny and Heather, Hippie Chick, they got to go to the private beach that day. We could get in there. It's pretty shallow. Mm-hmm. And that's what's great about the pontoon boat also, is that we only need 18 inches to run with the motor down, 12 to float. So we can get some of those spots that the bigger boats can't get into.
And that's definitely an advantage.
Yeah. So let's see. What else we got? Paddleboards, 6 paddleboards, inflatable mat. We've got floating hammock chairs, pool noodles. I mean, chairs, beach chairs. Sit out on the beach when the sand, sit in the water with the chair. I don't care. As long as you're comfortable and
I did that, and it was very relaxing.
Yes. Very, very.
And you heard pretty much the spiel that she does on the boat.
I was going to say, she has that committed to memory.
He does a safety briefing. It takes
I do my
30
safety
seconds.
briefing, and then I untie all the lines while she goes through all of that stuff. So I say I get the long speech, she gets the short one. So.
I gotcha. Now, Monty,
for our wheelchair and mobility scooter, yes, we have what they call a Q-straight system is what we use to tie the chairs down, which is the same as they use in the vans, the buses, all that stuff. They use the same system that we use on them.
That's awesome.
absolutely. And that I think I haven't heard a lot of that, so
No.
I don't know if that's something that's
There's only one other. There's a gentleman that does. He started off doing it just for veterans in Key Largo. He has a large, 50-foot pontoon, and he strictly takes out disabled veterans and anyone in a wheelchair mobility challenge, and he does that strictly up there. We're the only ones that I am aware of, other than him, that have ride on, ride off at the dock. I can't get you in the water and out of the water at the, at the sandbar. But we do have a ramp off the front that people that may be slightly mobility challenged or can't get up and down a ladder, if the water height, the tide and stuff is right, we've got that ramp off the front so you can walk right down off the boat from the front, just not wheel off.
No, very nice. Very nice. So definitely, if you're mobility challenged, you don't need to let that stop you from getting out there and enjoying the beautiful backcountry there in Key West.
Removes any obstacle. We don't want anybody to we don't want your dog to have to stay in the room. We don't want grandma to have to stay in the room. We don't want to have anybody have to stay back and not go because of, things that we managed to be able to figure out. So.
And, that means a lot to some folks. I know my parents, when they, as they got older, they needed their wheelchair or their walkers, depending on the day. And there were so many things that they couldn't do with us just because of that. And so it means a lot to a lot of people that they can actually get their loved ones. And it means a lot to their loved ones that they can actually get out on the boat and enjoy the day on the water.
That's why we started, because of my mom. My mom was in a scooter, and there are hoists, there are lifts, but most people don't want to be lifted out of their comfort zone.
Right.
So I said, when we were starting the charter, I told her, I'm going to figure out a way how to get you on that boat. And we got her on that boat. She was able to ride. She can transfer. So some people can ride the scooter on or wheelchair on, and then they could get up and move. They just can't hop over a gunnel of a boat to get in.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
That makes a big, big difference.
All right. Now, I did hear you. I think you said that Monty is also will fill in as the barbecue guy.
Oh my gosh! Yes,
absolutely.
What's your specialty? Anything?
If I toot my own horn, I'm a pretty good chef.
The only person he doesn't get in front of, that guy's wife, a cat.
Yeah.
She makes fish tacos every time they come out, so we just let her do that because she does a really, really good job.
Oh, she's amazing at that.
She'll make you fish tacos.
That's awesome.
And if you guys wanted to bring that, if anybody wanted to bring that out, fish, we can get.
And with
fish
that
right
being
on the
said,
dock.
that's the only thing we don't do. We don't do any fishing. We don't do any fishing. So just so everybody knows that.
Which, of course, there are tons and tons of fishing charters down there in Key
I can hook
West.
you up with fishing and catching. So one or the other.
Well, I tried my hand at fishing down there in Key West, and unfortunately, it was fishing and not catching. So
I can hook you up with some. Well, it does happen, but I can hook you up with some catching. It's not always cheap, but it always is productive.
yeah, and also I guess it depends because we was out there. The water was a little choppy that day, so there was we was driving around trying to avoid the rain. So you get that.
We do that too. It's like down here. They say everybody it gets worried about the rain and stuff. Generally, what we do is yes, is it going to rain in Key West? Probably somewhere. It's going to be on the ocean somewhere. They'll say 60%. And it could be in the Atlantic or it could be in the Gulf, and we can go either side or we can get around it. The only thing that stops us from going is wind over 20 and lightning.
Okay.
Right.
Pretty much that's the only thing that stops us from going, because usually we can go around and in between the rain, unless it's one of those freak things where it just comes
we never
in
rain
and
all day
sets.
down here, very rarely.
Yeah, if it comes in and sits on us, it's kind of a real rare thing, but it happens maybe twice a year. So
Okay.
we're lucky that way, yeah.
Right.
It's not
So
like Central Florida. Central Florida gets rain every day.
right. Absolutely.
You walk by it, yeah.
So with the charter, like you said, you guys started it up over the pandemic. That worked out well for you, and obviously, but before that, you were Key West locals yourselves.
We've been between Marathon and Key West for 10 years this year. So in Florida, I've been in Florida for 32 years, but I worked at a Fisherman's Hospital and Mount Sinai Cardiology here in the Keys prior to starting the charter.
About 25 or so for me in Florida. And then I've been down here full time.
Going on 11 years, I guess. Going on 11 years.
Yeah.
So you definitely got the area well known and know where the good spots are.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And you
we
guys,
can, there's other things that we can do too. If you want an exploration type trip rather than going and sitting on a sandbar, you want to do some boat riding and go back and see through some of the channels and maybe do a tour around Key West when the waters get cold. Sometimes what we do is we got what we call a see Key West from the other side.
No, very cool.
Which you get to do about a 4-hour trip. It's about 28 miles around.
It's crazy.
Stock Island and Key West. And we start off at Cal Key. We end up back in Cal Key, coming around Stock Island and Key West, through the harbor, around Fleming Key, down through Garrison Bight, back around. There's a lot to see. Sometimes we can get, if the water's not too choppy, we can get pictures of you on the other side
of the southernmost bell, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, and that was the one thing we wanted to touch on. It's about the pictures.
Yeah. Oh, yes. That's one of the things that I do, take pictures the whole time everyone's out, and I send the guest to, whoever, I have the email of who books the trip, but I send a Dropbox link and everyone's free to use and share those photos as they wish. So I said, I don't charge any extra for that. I just like to capture our guests when they're out, when they don't realize, they're taking in everything from, their perspective. I like to get pictures of them while they're not watching. So I get a lot of those.
Those candid moments.
Yeah.
I think that is very, very cool that you guys do that. I think that's a unique, because I know I've never heard of that. You go to the extent of capturing the people out there on the water and enjoying Key West, and and then provide them with the pictures. That's a great bonus, I think.
Yeah,
because sometimes when you're playing in the water, you just don't have your camera with you. You don't.
Nobody wants to put their phone out in the water, or they're paddleboarding for the first time. That was one of the things. We get so many people who have never been on a paddleboard, and they come out, and now they can try it because we're in shallow water out at the sandbars, so they don't have to worry about being out. Even though it looks like you're in the middle of the ocean, you're in 2 to 4 feet of water, generally speaking, out there. And so they get to try the paddleboarding, and I get to take pictures, and they don't have to worry about bringing their phones and cameras out. So that works out pretty cool. I like it. And I get all the pictures I need for my advertising too. So it works out.
Well, it definitely sounds like you guys have just as much fun as your guests do.
Yes.
And where do you...
That's our
I said that's our reward or vacation when we get to take you guys out on the water. The work is getting people on the boat. The joy is bringing you out, because the first time I see a dolphin, it's like the first time I see a dolphin.
Oh, yeah.
Every time, doesn't matter. Stingray, I get so excited that I get the baby voice, the excited voice, and Amelia runs to the front of the boat and looks over. What do you see, Mom?
So's Laura Lou. She sounds like a little baby too. She gets all excited.
I love it. Now, where do y'all, is it the Hurricane Hole?
Hurricane Hole Marina, which is right at about mile marker 4.5. It's right there at Cal Key Bridge, right before you come into that beautiful Welcome to Key West sign, that little bridge there. We're right on the left-hand side, right before the bridge as you're coming in. So it's not too far from downtown. Every Uber, taxi, Lyft can take you there no matter where you're staying. So they can get you over there if you don't have a vehicle. And
it's not too far to pedal a bike either for some people.
No, actually, quite a few people biking.
We have a lot of people come in by bike. Also, it's nice to be able to Uber over because you can bring, the beverages that you want to have.
Right.
And you don't have to, everybody likes to Duval crawl and all that stuff, but you don't have to restrain yourself so much because you have to drive home.
And I'll tell you from personal experience, bicycle sounds real easy when I do 100 miles at a time, but not after you've been drinking. It's not just like riding the bike.
It becomes more of a talent at that point.
Yeah. That's a circus act, I guess. So that's how it is.
Well, that is awesome. Is there anything else you want people to know about goaltending services, or GTS as the locals call it?
Yeah, GTS Charters. No, I mean, I think we covered pretty much everything. I mean, we want to just get everybody out back there and show them what it's all about, what everybody misses when they don't stray off that main drag. So, but definitely you can go to goaltendingservices.com, gtscharters.com. It's all going to bring you to the website. Pretty much everything that we talked about is on that website. And, if you are a veteran or active military and you'd like to book a charter, please give me a call because we do have a code for that. I don't post that any longer because not everybody's honest. So you need to just give me a ring and we can go ahead and get you hooked up with that 25% off discount for sure. And
like we've told everybody else, you don't need promo codes. You don't need discounts because you guys are going to give them the best possible price right from the get-go.
Yes, absolutely. We are. We know that we do a great job at what we do. We know we do offer more than most, and we just want to make sure that everyone has the best experience possible. So we do everything to make that happen. I can tell you that.
Awesome.
That's amazing. We have a question from one of our listeners. Why goaltending services? How did you come up with the name?
I was wondering the same thing myself.
That's a pretty interesting story. That's a pretty interesting story. We bought a sailboat named Goaltending. And it's been about 13 years ago. And not soccer fans, not hockey fans, no sports are just something we're not that much into, other than maybe golf every now and then. But, I'm trying to change the name of the boat because we're just not fans. So I showed my mother one day. I said, Mom, what do you think of this for the name of the boat? She goes, Son, you ain't thinking right. I said, what? She says, you just ain't thinking right. I said, okay. She goes, why are you changing the name of the boat? I said, well, I'm not a soccer fan. I'm not a hockey fan. I don't, and she goes, you've tended to your goal for the last 30 some odd years to live on a boat.
Oh, wow.
And I went, okay, guess I'm not changing the name of the boat.
Mama set you right.
Fast forward to the business is, what's your goal? You come to Key West to have a good time, get out on the water, enjoy yourself. Our goal is to get you there. Your goal is to get there. We get together and make it happen.
And we picked the octopus unknowing that we would wind up having the tentacles putting us in different areas. Like he does private captaining, vessel relocation. We do the charters, which is our primary goal. And then we got into some private property management for properties on water that have boats and stuff like that. So it only shows 5 on here. I know they have 8, but I'm about done with the 5. We're good.
Well, that is awesome. You want to tell everybody again where they can get a hold of you and your phone number if they not on the internet?
Yeah, you can call us at 305-916-0990. That'll bring you to our office number. And you can also find us at gtscharters.com or goaltendingservices.com. So we would be happy to answer any other questions you guys have and definitely book you that trip of a lifetime.
Nice. Is there any more questions from the gallery over there?
I'm sorry. Somebody wants to know if Patty said is it bad luck to change a boat's name?
Not if you do it properly and it involves a lot of alcohol.
Yeah. boat name changing ceremony online on Google.
Oh.
It's a superstition that if you don't do the proper channels that bad things can happen, but you're also not supposed to have bananas on a boat either. So there's that. So don't bring bananas. Don't bring bananas.
I did not know that.
Services. No bananas.
I did not know that. Wow.
Look that up. That's a folklore story too.
Yeah.
So.
That is awesome. Well, again, we thank you for coming on and telling everybody about goaltending services and everything. And like we're telling everybody, give you guys a chance, get out there on the water, and because we guarantee you they're going to have a great time.
And they do way more than any other charter service
way
I've
more than
ever
any other
heard.
charter service I've ever heard of. You know, so you don't want to miss out. So we definitely want them to get a hold of you, and we're telling everybody to tell them B-Dawg and Lou sent you.
Thank you,
And
guys.
if you're not already a friend, you become a friend while you're on the charter.
Yes.
That is awesome. And that's the way we are here. Like I said, you're not only sponsors, but you're partners and friends. And we look very forward to, because, you know, we missed out and we briefly actually saw each other at the showcase. But we didn't have an opportunity to have a chat. But we're looking forward to getting down to Key West.
Definitely. And you guys are, as soon as you guys know what date you're going to be, you let me know so I can make sure we got that time for you to get on the water.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Awesome. And of course, our listeners, you need to get a hold of them quick because they are booking up fast. So
Yeah, booking into May already.
all right. So before you know it, you know, summer's going to be here and you're like, why didn't I book me a charter with goaltending services? Well, it's your own fault. You need to get on it really quick. So
There you go.
all righty.
Thank you guys so much.
No, thank you. Thank you so much. And we will be talking to you very soon. We got the new commercial for you guys done, loaded up. So that'll be coming up here very shortly as well.
Very cool. Thank you.
All right. We will see you guys. You guys take care and good luck in the as things progress on.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
All right. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right. And of course, that is Gypsy and Monty there at Goaltending Services. And let me click a few more buttons and get back over here on the right page. Hey, I'm back. All right. So they were talking about the Duval crawl. Well, you know, how about in the honor of St. Paddy's Day, we do the little Dublin pub crawl. The Irish Rovers, right here on Tiki Man Radio.
We all went into Kitty McGee's for we're a jolly crew. We all went into Kitty McGee's to have a drink or two.
Kitty McGee's in Dublin town upon the crawl. A hell of a time was had by all down where the beer and whiskey flew.
We all went in O'Haggerty's pub for we're a jolly crew. We all went in O'Haggerty's just to have a drink or two.
O'Haggerty's, Kitty McGee's in Dublin town upon the crawl. A hell of a time was had by all down where the beer and whiskey flew.
We all went in O'Leary's pub for we're a jolly crew. We all went in O'Leary's just to have a drink or two.
O'Leary's, O'Haggerty's, Kitty McGee's in Dublin town upon the crawl. A hell of a time was had by all down where the beer and whiskey flew.
We all went in McCleary's pub for we're a jolly crew. We all went in McCleary's just to have a drink or two.
McCleary's, O'Leary's, O'Haggerty's, Kitty McGee's in Dublin town upon the crawl. A hell of a time was had by all down where the beer and whiskey flew.
We all went in McMillan's pub for we're a jolly crew. We all went in McMillan's just to have a drink or two.
McMillan's, McCleary's, O'Leary's, O'Haggerty's, Kitty McGee's in Dublin town upon the crawl. A hell of a time was had by all down where the beer and whiskey flew.
We all went into Dylan's pub for we're a jolly crew. We all went into Dylan's just to have a drink or two.
Dylan's, McQuillan's, McCleary's, O'Leary's, O'Haggerty's, Kitty McGee's in Dublin town upon the crawl. A hell of a time was had by all down where the beer and whiskey flew.
We all went into Cafferty's pub for we're a jolly crew. We all went into Cafferty's just to have a drink or two.
Cafferty's, Dylan's, McQuillan's, McCleary's, O'Leary's, O'Haggerty's, Kitty McGee's in Dublin town upon the crawl. A hell of a time was had by all down where the beer and whiskey flew.
We all went into Rafferty's pub for we're a jolly crew. We all went into Rafferty's just to have a drink or two.
Rafferty's, Cafferty's, Dylan's, McQuillan's, McCleary's, O'Leary's, O'Haggerty's, Kitty McGee's in Dublin town upon the crawl. A hell of a time was had by all down where the beer and whiskey flew.
We all went into Gilligan's pub for we're a jolly crew. We all went into Gilligan's just to have a drink or two.
Gilligan's, Rafferty's, Cafferty's, Dylan's, McQuillan's, McCleary's, O'Leary's, O'Haggerty's, Kitty McGee's in Dublin town upon the crawl. A hell of a time was had by all down where the
flew. We all went into Milligan's pub for we're a jolly crew. We all went into Milligan's just to have a drink or two. The Milligans, Gilligans, Raffertys, Caffertys, Dillons, McQuillans, McClearys, O'Learys, O'Haggertys, Kitty McGee's, and Dublin town upon the crawl. A hell of a time was had by all, down where the beer and whiskey flew.
We all went into Flanagan's pub for we're a jolly crew. We all went into Flanagan's just to have a drink or two.
Flanagans, Milligans, Gilligans, Raffertys, Caffertys, Dillons, McQuillans, McClearys, O'Learys, O'Haggertys, Kitty McGee's, and Dublin town upon the crawl. A hell of a time was had by all, down where the beer and whiskey flew. We all went into Lanigan's pub for we're a jolly crew. We all went into Lanigan's for a final drink or two. Lanigans, Flanagans, Milligans, Gilligans, Raffertys, Caffertys, Dillons, McQuillans, McClearys, O'Learys, O'Haggertys, Kitty McGee's, and Dublin town upon the crawl. A hell of a time was had by all, down where the beer and whiskey flew.
Hey y'all, this is B-Dawg
And Lou.
from Tropical Country right here on Tiki Man Radio. Next time you take a trip down to the Key West and you want to get out on the water, we want you to check out our sponsor, Goaltending Services. Goaltending Services is the premier charter service in Key West. They offer a wide range of amenities. Goaltending Services is also a veteran-owned company, and they take care of their veterans and active duty personnel by offering a 25% discount with your veteran or military ID. For more about Goaltending Services, give them a call at 305-916-0990
Or look them up online at goaltendingservices.com.
Off the coast on a boat, drop a rock on the radio.
If you live by the water, if you live by the shore, magic awaits you. Just open the door, crank the boat engine and crank up the tunes. Leave behind the mainland and your worries too, and let your heart beat like a bass drum, and let your blood flow like a screaming guitar, and let the sound turn you around. Lift your feet right off the ground, 'cause you're flying to Guitar Island. Let the cool breeze fill up every inch of your face as you take in every guitar a lick and phrase. The sun is your spotlight, the water is your stage, and your boat is your dance floor, dancing on the waves. Let your heart beat like a bass drum, and let your blood flow like a screaming guitar, and let the sound turn you around. Lift your feet right off the ground, 'cause you're flying like to Guitar Island. And there's nothing really hotter than being on the water, blasted by the sandbar, playing air guitar, jamming with your kids on their first gig, living life oh so big. If you live by the water, if you live by the shore, magic awaits you. Just open the door, crank the boat engine, crank up the tunes. Leave behind the mainland and your worries too, and let your heart beat like a bass drum, and let your blood flow like a screaming guitar, and
Lift the sound, turning you around. Lift your feet right off the ground. 'Cause you're flying, yeah, you're flying to Guitar Island. If you live by the water, if you live by the shore, magic awaits you, just open the door. Magic awaits you, yeah, just open the door. No need to strong, let those amplifiers hum. No chicken picking, all power chords. You're so hot, one more guitar chop. You've almost got to Guitar Island, to Guitar Island, yeah.
Guitar Island, Mr. Don Middlebrook. So that was so great that Gypsy and Monty was able to join us tonight to talk to us a little bit about what they have to offer down in Key West.
I cannot believe how much they do for the people that they take out on the boat. I mean, normally you'll get a tour or they'll talk and do some things, you know, make sure you have something to drink. But these guys, and a lot of times you don't get group photos because somebody's got to stay on the boat and take the picture, or you know, if you're lucky enough to have a grill, which I don't know if anybody else that does, but if you're lucky enough to have a grill on the boat, somebody's got to be on the boat grilling, and Monty has volunteered to do that. Gypsy has volunteered to do the pictures. I mean, and they have all those toys on the boat.
I know, right?
That's craziness.
Paddle boards and...
I know. I'm super excited. I could just take that mat out, but then I have my vision of the sharks swimming around. But the shark, I like the sandbar because the sharks can't get there. So
she has a shark complex.
I do, but I want to see them. I just don't want to swim with them. So, yeah, I was actually, the last time we went out to the sandbars, I actually walked around the perimeter trying to see stingrays or sharks or something.
And apparently there was some that you just missed.
Yes, I missed it.
I don't know how.
Story of my life, but
I don't know how you did that.
I don't either. Hey, I just learned something new about Eric Smith.
What's that?
He was a goaltender in ice hockey for many years.
Really?
Apparently. That's why he was asking about the name of the boat.
Yeah.
Because he was an ice hockey goaltender.
Ah, okay.
The man has done everything.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that he asked that question because I had asked that myself. I'm like, goaltending. Where did the name come from?
They tend to your
and then,
goals.
you know, and I'm like, okay. And first thing I thought, I'm like, name of the boat. Okay. But it just wasn't clicking as to what it could have been. But yeah, they're tending to your goals of getting out on the water.
Yep.
So I love it. So now that you know it, I mean, it clicks and it makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
And I like that they go around to what they call the back country.
Yes.
So you're not out. I mean, I don't think there's a lot of other people out there.
And that guy, he's always talking about, you know, if you really want to see and experience Key West, to get out there into the back country. So, so that is very, very cool.
And I like the opportunity, too, that they take you around and give you kind of a tour the other side of Key West, you know, from another view. I'm more excited now than I was before to go down there in November because I cannot wait to get out there.
So you definitely got to reach out to Gypsy and Monty there at Goaltending Services.
Yes.
To book your trips.
And be
with
sure
them
you
soon.
tell them B-Dawg and Lou sent you.
Yes, that's very important because, you know, however else they're going to know that you heard about them right here on Tropical Country on Tiki Man Radio.
That's right.
And of course, you know, I promise that eventually I will have their number memorized. But again, their number is 305-916-0990. So you definitely want to reach out to them because it's going to be a great time. And I can't wait for November to us to get down there as well.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know. We need to start We got a lot of things we want to do this summer.
It's a busy schedule.
It is.
Yeah, because coming up in
July.
Let me get my notes.
All right.
Coming up in July 16th at Lake Fest, Percy Priest Lake. Over in Nashville, Sound and Songs promotion going to be over there, and they have quite the lineup. They have Kirsty Cross or Kraus. I apologize if I butchered that. Mike Nash, Aubrey Wallet, Ray Boone, Beth Travers, Steve Hopper, Katrina Bergonier, and Dave Signs and Bang Bang Shrimp. So that is definitely going to be a great time. And on top of it, we're going to be there.
That's right. Doing a live broadcast.
Yes.
Going to have our new banner. Going to have some stuff to give away from our sponsors. Been working with them. And of course, some Tiki Man Radio stickers and whatever else I can get from Danny Lynn. Going to be there working for Tiki Man Radio, getting the word out, and doing some live broadcasting of some of the artists that are going to be on stage. And Katrina is actually going to be our Spotlight Artist the month before in June. She's going to be joining us via video. So
nice.
Excited about that. That'll be the first time that we've gotten to meet her. So we're super excited for that too.
Absolutely. Laura Lou has been hard at work booking guests, and we've been talking back and forth to different people and trying to bring you in a wide variety of musicians and different people that have interesting stories and things like that. So, and of course, as far as going on the road, rumor has it that Scotty Chill will be going out on the road here very soon to also do live broadcasts.
That's awesome.
And I believe that if we can work everything out with Put in Bay, that Jen Shen may be joining us up there as well, because that's in her backyard.
Yeah.
So we're definitely looking forward to getting excited about going out on the road, and we're actually honored that the Tiki Man trusts us enough to let us do that.
Knock on wood, we won't mess it up.
So, and of course,
Lord knows we can talk. So even if the broadcast doesn't work out, we got the talking to the folks and spreading the word about Tiki Man Radio. We can definitely do that.
Yes, and of course, I forgot we needed to give a shout out and say hello to Uncle Alex is out there in the chocolate bar tonight, and the Golden Girl herself popped in to say hello.
Yes.
So it was very, very nice getting to see her. What? I look across the table and I just all of a sudden see her sit there and go, like,
sorry.
Shocking. What is the shocking news?
Eric Smith said they might join us at Put in Bay as well if we can get it set up.
We'll have to see. I know. Like I said,
I'll get on it, Eric.
There's
we'll figure it out.
A lot of logistics that goes into taking a radio station on the road. So
we're going to see if we can figure it out.
Absolutely. So, hey, I said earlier at the top of the show that I had a dedication going out there to Scotty Chill and student crew out there in California and everybody on the West
Callie
Coast.
McCool.
What did I say?
Scotty.
Oh, I'm sorry. Lord, I apologize. Them fun pygmies down in New Guinea. If you guys know Larry the Cable Guy, that'll sound familiar. Anyway, Mr. Cool.
Mr. McCool,
actually.
You poor guy.
I'm just struggling. I'm on the struggle bus. I'm on the struggle bus.
We still love you.
All right. How about a little California country coming out to you? Olivia Ohms.
Giving me a melody. We're chasing waves like we're chasing dreams. So come and follow me. We light our bonfires on the scene. Bunch of Beverly hillbillies with a tan, staring at the same star scene in the deep south. No doubt, I'm a California country girl, got a West Coast vibe that'll rock your world. I'm hard to catch like the rolling tide, got a blazing country. In the car with Brett Young and John Party, crank it up to the max, we ain't sorry. Forerunner on the highway in good company. Summer raising me, we're burning up gas on PCH, up and down all around 80 mph. Got a golden state of mind if you've been there. Hands in the air. I'm a California country girl, got a West Coast vibe that'll rock your world. I'm hard to catch like the rolling tide, got a blazing fire burning inside. Oh, I'm a little more funky, make you feel something. I'm a six-string strumming California country girl. Whoa. These boots and my Huntington roots, and I'm gonna cut loose tonight. I'm taking these boots and my Huntington roots, and I'm gonna cut loose tonight. Yeah, I'm a California country girl, got a West Coast vibe that'll rock your world. Hard to catch like the rolling tide, got a blazing fire burning inside. I'm a little more funky, make you feel something. I'm a six-string strumming California country girl. Yeah, I'm a California country. California country. It's a California country.
Hi, I'm Leah.
And I'm Steve, and we host a podcast called Remnant Stew. We release episodes every other Monday that feature bizarre and intriguing true stories and trivia.
Lots of trivia. So if you have an appetite for the strange and curious,
And who doesn't?
then tune in to Remnant Stew. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any of your favorite podcast platforms.
And always remember to be kind and always stay curious.
Don't you ever wonder what your life would be like if you weren't caught under the weight of the dollars we're chasing like rats are all racing around? Would you get up and wonder and buy a house in the Hollywood Hills? I know where I'd be if what I'm thinking turns into the real. You could find me way down south at the Tiki bar on the beach, music playing in the background, all the waves and the wind and the palm trees. If you want, you could come on down and live life like a breeze at the Tiki bar on the beach. The tides and the beacons, sometimes I find myself daydreaming about sipping my ties on my own maritime. You can come down to, I'll buy the first one and you can buy round two, and we'll never leave the sand till we set our sails to another land. You can find me way down south at the Tiki bar on the beach, music playing in the background, all the waves and the wind and the palm trees. If you want, you could come on down and live life like a breeze at the Tiki bar on the beach. Can't be done, but you just wait for it, son. That day when my ship comes in, you can find me way down south at the Tiki bar on the beach, music playing in the background, all the waves and the wind and the palm trees. If you want, you can come on down and live life like a breeze at the Tiki bar.
on the beach, Mr. Jared Grubb. How about that?
I like it.
Yeah, and before that, you heard the new commercial from our newest sponsor, Remnant Stew Podcast.
And Callie, you asked if that was Scotty Chill and Ruth on Remnant Stew. It is not.
No, it does kind of sound like them a little bit.
It does, but it is actually Leah and Steve.
Yes.
They are super, super people, and we're going to be having them on the show. I believe it's the last Wednesday of this month.
Okay.
We'll let you know for sure, but I'm almost positive. I started going old school and writing stuff down.
And now she doesn't have it in her
my planner,
phone.
and now I don't have it in my phone. Yeah. I'm going to have to do both because I just can't.
Of course, that Remnant Stew, they dive into everything from the curious to the bizarre. And they had aliens this week, wasn't it?
I believe so.
I was thinking.
I know they had some trivia stuff on
trivia.
too.
Okay,
Yeah, they do
okay.
some. There was a treasure hunt this week.
Oh, the treasure hunt. Okay.
Yeah. But they've had everything from. Well, we talked about the cat holiday.
Yeah.
They had a show that talked about. I guess there was a time 5 teenage boys wanted to meet the Beatles so bad that they impersonated the opening act for the Beatles, and they got away with it. They actually got to meet the Beatles.
That's some ingenuity right
isn't
there.
it though?
Yeah.
And apparently at one point there was a riot in South Carolina calling for the release of a captive mermaid.
All right.
So that's in another one of their episodes.
So definitely they dive into some interesting topics. And so make sure if you have the time, ditch the negativity, dive into the bizarre, check out Remnant Stew Podcast, and they are available wherever you listen to your podcasts. So
that's right. And Eric, we will see you next show for sure. He said he's got to check out his train. He's getting ready to go to sleep.
Aww.
I know last time he had him, he had us on real low so that his trainee could sleep. But Eric probably needs some sleep too. That's okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
And Joe, there may be a possibility of that happening. JBL says, I want to go live from Jamaica.
Well, that may be because we were talking to the Tiki man.
I don't know how much we're allowed to tell.
Yesterday. So about, wondering, when you guys go to Jamaica, are we going to have a show? And so we're talking about that, and he's working on some details and things. So more information to come. We'll just say that. How about that?
Yeah, it's still up in the air, but
yes,
we'll see.
Of course.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, and Callie said, don't worry about it. They're brothers from another mother. It's okay.
I know they are. And, we still got to make sure that we got to get a soundbite over to them for their show.
We do.
We haven't done one yet. So.
No, and I'm so sorry, Callie. We will get a soundbite out to you.
Let me tell you, if you listen to the commercials that we played tonight, that was several takes. And if you noticed, especially on the one, Laura Lou actually cut the majority of her lines out of the commercial because we did several takes in different ways, and she was like, "That's the way it sounds better. I sound stupid." So there it is.
Yeah, it was bad. I was not on the night we were rehearsing that.
It was almost a Christopher Ferrara kind of moment here in the studio, trying to record commercials.
Right. Oh, speaking of Christopher Ferrara, Callie is on a roll tonight with this.
The supposedly the OG Constanza.
Yeah. So while we were talking to, I'm sorry, I had to scratch my nose. Yeah. While we were talking to them, he wanted to ask a question for goaltending services.
Okay,
and
what is the question?
I kind of chose to overlook it whenever, but Callie wanted to know if there's a skinny dip package. He said there's nothing. He said it might be called Dat Guy package.
Well, that guy is part of the Key West Connection as well as Goaltending Services, since they are part of the Tiki Man Radio family.
That's right.
I would suggest contacting Goaltending Services to pose that question to Gypsy personally.
Well, I was a little scared to ask, but now Callie wants to go skinny dipping in Jamaica too. So I think him and that guy
that he may
get
away with.
Yeah, there probably is a nude beach in Jamaica, I'm sure.
Oh, there's a nude beach everywhere if you look.
Yeah, I try not to look that much.
Me too.
And I sure as hell ain't gonna visit one. Ain't nobody wants to see that.
No.
Hey.
I'm not talking about you. I go to a nude beach, all it's going to cause me is trouble. 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 Because I'd probably get in trouble for looking down at my own toes, because my luck, I would stumble across somebody laying on the sand.
You know me,
I'd fall right on top of them, and then, the cops would get called. And
You know me, I'd be pointing people out.
Yeah, I know you would, but I just have a feeling I would just, I'd get in trouble.
You think?
Maybe.
I don't know. You might now, because as soon as I said ain't nobody wants to see that, you said ew.
I didn't say ew.
Or you said no, they don't.
All right. Well, moving along, talking about what's coming up on Tiki Man Radio this week. Of course, Fridays, we start the weekend early right here at Tiki Man Radio with the Friday Kickoff with Jen Shen. And, of course, that is brought to you by Collington Creek. And then later on Friday night, it is Island Vibes with Scotty Chill and, of course, Ruth the Truth sometimes. And, of course, that is brought to you by Alan Malt's Gallery and Castaway Sauce Company. Saturdays, it is Jukebox Saturday morning. All those retro shagging on the beach songs, complete with the retro commercials, followed by High School Jukebox with Esau out there in California. And as Tiki Man says, that all starts when you get up, Buttercup. And, of course, Sunday is the big show. 10 a.m. Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man. And, of course, this week's special guest is Tim Sharon.
Yeah.
So, which I saw that he is looking for space over in Nashville on Music Row. So that'll be interesting to hear about that. And, of course, Tuesday is Surf's Up with Mr. McCool and the student crew, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. So, and of course, we are back here every Wednesday with Tropical Country at 7 p.m.
And next week will be Zach Chastain here in the studio.
Yes, of course, Zach Chastain. He'll be here and talk about that new album that he's got out. And like I said, I think you guys may dig it. It's kind of a different take. And it's kind of a trend that's going on right now with it. So that'll be interesting to definitely talk to him. And maybe we'll get him to play some things live here in studio, as always.
Sure.
And, of course, we have to give a great big thank you to all of our sponsors, starting with the one, the only, the OG, JBL Legends Travel. JBL Legends Travel, they are your hookup whenever you want to plan your next getaway. So make sure that you reach out to Joe and his crew there at JBL Legends Travel at 732-831-5200. And, of course, Goaltending Services. Goaltending Services is your premier charter in Key West. So make sure that you want to reach out to them and give them a call at 305-916-0990. And, of course, Remnant Stew Podcast. Remnant Stew Podcast. Ditch the negativity, dive into the bizarre, and check them out wherever you listen to podcasts. And, of course, as always, we have to thank you, MFG Records. MFG Records for the Tropical Live Cam here every Wednesday night on Tropical Country on the Tiki Man Radio channel. So we definitely want to say thank you to everybody there for sticking with us, and hope you guys are having a great time. And I had to watch. She's sneaking in behind me after that comment. I had to check, make sure she didn't have scissors. So
right?
We may talk about that. Her and sharp objects, you definitely got to be careful. Because you don't know what she's going to do.
Oh.
Any lasting words of wisdom and or encouragement this week?
Everybody just be safe, be happy, and be kind to everyone else.
Yes, please be kind, because, don't be that guy. Don't be the person out there spreading,
You almost said it.
What? Don't be an asshole. That's all I'm going to say. Don't be an asshole. Spread the positivity and tell all your friends to tune in to Tiki Man Radio, because, hey, we're the home of positivity. So just like that, it's time for us to say a goodbye. Have a great week. We will see you next week. It is last song, last call. Mr. Bob Shealy, have a great week, everybody.
Have a great week, everybody.
Of fun, but the set list is all done. The night was very loud and you've been a good crowd, but you know it's time to run. You've all been very kind, thank you for your time. You put me to the test as I try to address all of your requests for the night. As we look to the moon and the manager's protocol. Well, I don't ever want to end, but for now, my friends, last song, last call. A spirit with this clientele, and the drinks are flowing well. A beer sent from the bar and a healthy tip jar. Handsome tunes that I can sell. It's been a cool room, but it's ending too soon. And they remember to tip the bartender as they surrender to the tab. And they lip sync to the lyrics that they used to recall. Anytime I gotta say those words, oh no, last song, last call. Some came as ones and left by twos. Some still are dancing in their shoes. I break down the gear as we wind it up here. After the last song that I choose, it's the last ride near closing time. The final round poured as I strung the last chords, and the guitar returns to the case. Needless to say, it was a pleasure to play for you all. Here's to toast to everyone as I finally say last song, last call. Here's a toast to everyone as I finally say last song, last call.